Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a quick video. My name is Annika, and I just wanted to come on and share with you kind of what's happening collectively. Um, I do teach Kundalini yoga and meditation. Um, I would consider myself a healer, somebody that all that is, by the way, is just you having the ability to get out of your own way so that spirit can come through you and use you as a vessel and to help other people here on the planet. As we get deeper into this awakening, we're moving into the golden age. So the healers are going to be called to the front lines, and that's a really exciting thing. For a long time, we have been in the background, and not that, being someone called to the front lines is something to, get egotistical about. It's just, it means that we are going to become a necessity. And so I just want you guys to prepare yourselves. What's happening politically around the globe is not actually political. It is a raging war against good and evil. So I get asked a lot, why do I care so much? You're a yoga teacher. Why do you care so much about the things that are going on? And my response to that is that I'm not actually caring about the events. I'm looking at something that's greater than the events, that is greater than what is happening in the 3D realm that we're seeing with our physical eyes. What's happening beyond the surface in the ethers is so much more fascinating and so much more powerful than what we're actually realizing. And I think that it is really important to not get caught up in the lower energies, the lower vibrations of things that are happening, the hate and the quick judgments and criticisms. I think it's important to look at facts of things. I think it's important to understand as a whole, as a totality, in life, to stay in a neutral lane, to stay in a place where you don't get attached to a specific side, a specific outcome. I think it's really important that you stay in neutral, which is, it is what it is. And that's not to discount what's happening. See, everyone is on their own journey. Everyone is here on the planet to learn specific lessons. Now, that means that everyone and life in general will never be equal. That might trigger some of you, but really listen to what I'm saying here, okay? My journey, your journey of your best friends, your journey of your mothers, your journey of your fathers is never going to be equal. My struggles and your struggles are never going to be equal. What I'm here to learn, what you're here to learn, they're different. And you have to really get a hold on this concept, because when you can understand this concept, you're not going to be easily dissuade. You're going to be really settled in your journey. You're going to really understand that your journey is your journey is magical, and there's no other journey beyond that. Your soul came here to understand things, to grow and to mature and to elevate and to eventually not come here anymore for more lessons. So the quicker that you could understand the concept, the quicker that you can understand that, we truly did choose our parents, we truly did choose our path, we chose our struggles, we chose these things, and the people that this is not resonating with, that's okay. But this is what I believe. Everything that I'm sharing here is my own convictions, and I'm sharing them with you. But I want to come on here because the criticism towards me has been heavy, and I think it just comes from not understanding where I'm coming from. I'm not looking at, you know, I'm not looking at the current events as something that I'm judging or I'm taking a stand with or against. I'm neutral. But I do understand the gravity of what's happening, and it's a fascinating time to be alive as a human, a human on the planet. And there's a lot of people that are panicked about this, and there's a lot of people that are struggling, and it breaks my heart because in some way I want to be able to help everyone, and I don't know that I'll be able to. I know that I can't, Everyone struggles with certain things because it's either a call to a higher consciousness, it's a call to, get close to God, it's a call to have a practice, it's a call for a release of some sort of old pattern or old paradigm. The shift is happening now. We could either resist the shift, we could resist the elevation in our own consciousness, or we could elevate with what's going on, and that means that it requires you to flow. FLOW, flow. Flowing is really difficult because people like to be in control. And when you're in control, it's an illusion because no one's really in control of anything. I mean, we do like manifestation, that kind of thing, we do control, right? Like we can control what we want to put out in the world. We can control what we project onto others, things like that. Most times it's subconscious. I'm going to do a whole bunch of videos because there's just so much material that I want to share with you. So if you are resonating and you have watched this long, I would love for you to subscribe because this is a new channel, and but I'm not new to the planet. I'm not new to life. I have a super old soul, and I have a lot to share, and I would love to be able to create a community, and I want you to join me on this journey. This is a really, really exciting time. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I think it's important to kind of have your, have a pulse on what's going on just spiritually. And because everything that's happening is a collective energy. So, just as we're watching, lower energies play out, those are planetary energies. Those are like the rumbling from the center of the earth that's purging. And emotions are emotions. They come and they go. They don't define you. They don't categorize you as a person. You as a soul, there's no emotions. It's all love. And it's all peace. And we do have these human tendencies where we have emotions. And those are for us to experience, We have a responsibility of what we want to engage in and what we want to feel and the emotions that we would like to hold on to or let go. I suggest not holding on to anything really, really tightly. If you can get to a place where you're completely detached from everything, from outcomes, from expectations, from people, from yourself, things like that, and allow yourself to flow, back to that word, you're going to have an easier time in life because flowing is a quality that makes life easier because you're not attached to outcomes. It's not really something that you're going to get overnight. It's a practice. So I would challenge you, and you can write down in the comments, this will be your homework, but next time you come into a situation where you have the ability to get upset, or you have the ability to, every time we come into situations, like every day, we have the ability to choose path A or path B. And I want to challenge you to say, okay, what's the path of least resistance? And what is the path that allows me to flow into my highest good? What is for my highest good? And what is the path of neutrality, where it is what it is, there's no good, there's no bad, it just is? Because that's not a way to ignore what's happening. It's just a way to detach yourself. It's a way to not be so shaken. Some people live their lives on roller coasters like this. Before I had an awakening, when I was, I had quite the childhood. But that's my journey, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to say, is that, like, I did choose my childhood. I know I chose my childhood because it allowed me to be what I am today. It's allowing me to be who I am on this planet. The energy that I hold, the person that I've become, the growth of my soul that I've had, that was all purposely done. And where was I going with this? Okay. But the path of flowing, of neutrality, and the roller coaster that people live on, the highs and the lows, the goal is to become like this, and to just, if things come, you just, oh, that happened, okay, we're moving on. That happened, okay, we're moving on. So it's something that that will bring you a lot more stability, confidence, and it also means just getting rid of the roadblocks, getting rid of people or situations or circumstances that create a lot of turmoil in your life. But I think I'm just going to leave it right here. I'm going to come back and talk more on this later. The takeaway I want you to gain is start thinking about how you could be more neutral in your life. I mean, all the time. In the thoughts, in the interactions with people, and in the circumstances that you can't control. That happens to all of us all the time, and if we're really sensitive, if we're psychic, empaths, anything like that, I mean, we could read people like within milliseconds. I do that too. I mean, all my life I've been like that, and it's been it's been a really difficult time for me to manage, and I feel like I have finally begun to master emotions, not emotions, energy, stopping and pausing, because I used to respond to other people's energy instead of what they were saying out of their mouth, because what they're saying out of their mouth is not true. Their energy is really the truth. That's what I believe. So the takeaway is, how could you be more neutral? How could you see things as a shift in your own awakening, as a shift in other people's awakening? I mean, we're in the Aquarian age, we're going into the golden age, and my phone just said I didn't have any batteries. So what I was saying was, we're in the Aquarian age right now, which is all about self. It's about, listening to self, and in order for us to do that and to really walk in that, is for the collective to dismantle illusions, to break free from the matrix, which for all of our lives we've been conditioned. So we are going into the golden age, and the golden age is really about peace and unity and harmony and walking together. We have these beautiful crystal children that are being born right now, and in the past few years, and they're really elevated. No young souls are coming to the planet anymore. These kids that are coming are really, they're beautiful. You know, their souls are old, and they're going to understand things on a very deep level consciously. So keep an eye on that. I can go deeper into that if you guys want. That whole message came to me as I was driving home from the grocery store one day about crystal children, and I was like, whoa, what is this? This is so cool. So yeah, that happens to me often. But yeah, the takeaway is, you know, flow. Try to practice neutrality, not having too much of a, you know, opinion here or there, and really looking at things as growth for yourself. You know, it's all about you. You can't help other people. You can't change the world. You can't elevate the planet unless you do that within yourself. And for healers and, you know, people that are called starseeds, Pleiadians, all these people that have come here to elevate the planet, I mean, really take this time to get the tools together, because we're going to be called to the front lines. So I hope this message helped. I hope it blesses you. Please leave me comments in the comment section and tell me what you think. This video is not going to resonate with everyone. Please don't leave hateful comments. We don't need more negativity in the world, so that would be really nice if you didn't do that. And yeah, like and share if you think this will help other people. And I hope to see you again. Subscribe and like the videos so that we can gain some traction. And I hope you guys all have a really beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.